Thank you. At this time, we'll call the January 7th, good start, 2026, council organizational meeting. We'll call the meeting to order. The roll call.
Mr. Cox?
Present.
Mr. Schaefer?
Present.
Mrs. Jones?
Present.
Mr. Powell?
Present.
Mr. Cluskey?
Present.
Mr. Wolf?
Present.
Mr. Almond?
Present.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we'll have the election of the council president. There is no need for seconds, but I would like to open the floor for nominations.
I'd like to make a nomination to nominate Barry Schaefer for president of the city council.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? And for the third time, are there any other nominations? Please call the vote.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Cluskey?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Thank you. And now we'll pass the gavel. I'll bring it over to you, Barry. I've had it long enough.
We had one over here.
Congratulations. Oh, you already had one? Okay.
We wouldn't just let the mayor have one.
I noticed mine was a little smaller over there.
I guess now we'll take nominations for vice president. Nominate Ms. Jones. Any other nominations? Third time, any other nominations?
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Cluskey?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
And I would like to have everybody stay on their current committees, if that's okay with everybody, except for Mr. Powell, who was our former president. I'd like to assign you to streets and drainage, finance, and I'd like you to chair public utilities. I got this all written down. Mr. Cluskey, I'd like you to take over what I was doing. You would be on the safety committee, finance committee, and then we would chair the community and development committee. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Maybe I have a copy.
I have one. I have one for the mayor as well.
Thank you.
Anything else we need to handle in our organization?
Adoption of the meeting dates for 2026.
Thank you. Is everybody fine with keeping the same schedule, the first and third Wednesdays of the month?
I know in years past, we've had, do a simple meeting in June and July. Would you guys be okay? I'm just asking if we could not meet on the 24th of June and the 22nd of July. So we'd meet on that first meeting of each month.
That's fine with me.
So skip the second meeting of June and July?
Yes. That's for the president, I just wanted to.
Yeah, I was just looking at the calendar here.
Yeah, one is July 4th.
Yeah,
It is a Saturday, I believe.
July 4th is a Saturday. If that's good with everybody's schedule, it's.
That's okay for me.
So it'd be June 3rd and July 1st would be the meeting dates.
Okay, so skip the second meeting of June and July.
Mr. Cutts.
Yeah, I looked through your calendar and I didn't see any conflicts throughout the year.
Usually you have a comment, you're sitting over the flag as a church mouse, I wanted to make sure.
We were waiting.
I'll be sure to comment on everything else that was.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so we're just doing the second meeting. Typically,
Y'all good?
recess.
So we can just start our committee meetings?
We need
adjourn.
Mr. Cox?
For,
For the adoption of the dates.
oh, yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Cluskey?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
And then go
adjourn.
Adjourn the organizational meeting.
Second,
Second.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Kluski?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Okay, now we'll start our committee meetings. First up is laws and ordinance. Mr. Wolf?
Ordinance 26001. Oh, I should open the laws and ordinance meeting at 6:07 PM. And this is ordinance 26001. An ordinance to adopt a cybersecurity policy for the city of New Franklin and declaring an emergency. Is this a first reading?
it is.
Okay, we talked about it though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just received this, I was out of town, and, I would like to ask for more time, but I don't want to close it from that point. I looked, any other questions, I wanted to review this, that we received in our mailbox.
I believe this is a requirement as well in reference to, I think it's House Bill, is it 98?
96.
96. Okay, so it's House Bill 96, which requires municipalities, states, government entities to formulate a cybersecurity policy,
Right.
as well as having measures in place to protect them.
Is there any penalty for us to delay this 2 weeks?
I don't believe there's a penalty.
I don't believe it.
Unless we're not in danger of, I don't want to have $50,000.
No, I believe it's just something they look at the next audit for 2022.
Got it.
I think the only reason there isn't going to be a problem with it is we actually have a cybersecurity policy already. This is just the upgrade that's needed to be done. So I think we could probably get by with it.
Is there any other questions that you really have about this?
I think there's going to be a lot of questions about it, but as you said, we just received this, so we really haven't had a chance to go through it very. And then I think we're also going to have to ask about what we can ask and not ask, so to maintain the confidentiality of the program.
Anything else?
I just had a comment about it. Stephen and I had talked about, and it's not in that, we can get that to you. We lease the law enforcement database. We have access to their resource database on our PD network. They would like to be notified in the event of a cyber incident due to the sensitivity of their info. So that's something that's not in there, and we would like to add that contact to section 10, correct? Make it a mandatory incident reporting if something happens.
That's a good idea.
And where would that go in?
Incident code.
Section 10.
Section 10. And it would be in addition to the two contacts that are already mentioned in there. And Stephen, if you have anything to add to that, you can.
Not necessarily. I mean, definitely if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer or give you guys time to look at it, and I can even come back to the next meeting and answer any questions also.
We should say that this information for this policy was given to us originally, and you did some updating for the city, but it was through the Ohio Municipal League who sent it out as a form for all the cities to use. So it's not something that Stephen just came up with off the top of his head. It's just he changed it to fit in with what we're already doing, so it has that backing in the Ohio Municipal League.
And just to mention, I'll just say now, the whole confidentiality thing, Ohio has 2 revised codes. I can name them off. One is Ohio Revised Code 9.64 and also 149.433. Just basically trying to maintain city infrastructure and the confidentiality behind that. It's nothing in there that's top secret, but it's just things that we need to keep secret to prevent people from kind of learning our policies and how we would handle certain situations, so that way they don't take our information and circumvent it to, that's happening. So just so you throw that out there, it's confidential to us, just so the public doesn't get involved with
You want to ask for time on that?
Yeah, I'd like to ask for time.
Okay.
There is one other ordinance, or two more? Yeah. There's a second reading. Resolution 25008, an ordinance enacting a code of ordinances for the city of New Franklin, revising, amending, restating, codifying, and compiling certain existing general ordinances of the political subdivision dealing with subjects embraced in such code of ordinances and declaring an emergency. This has been talked about for a while. There was supposed to be a posting. I know a citizen asked for a posting of a few changes on the website. Are they there? Do you know?
I did not get those, but, over the next couple days, I'll reach out and we'll compile them and put them on there, and then I'll let you guys know where they're at.
For those reasons, I'd probably want to ask for time so that the public can see that. Is that okay?
Sure. It's just,
It was small formalities, but I think it's
Yeah.
important that the public gets a chance to see it.
Move on to your last one.
Yep, well, last one, I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Allman.
yeah, so we have ordinance number 25004, an ordinance providing for the regulation of short-term rental operations. Last Saturday, we had a really good and informational workshop that went over, this was one of the topics. And from that workshop, we had things that we changed. One of the things is that we took out the local geographical boundaries of a local contact. We changed the application fee from $1,000 to $500, and we changed just changed the application procedure a little bit, but nothing substantive there. And I think we did a lot of good work on that in that meeting. I sent out a draft implicating and adding those changes that we went over in that meeting. Does anybody have any questions or comments about that?
I know one of the things we had talked about, I know we had some email after was the 300-foot rule. And my biggest concern is just maintaining a neighborhood without it being, I won't say overrun, but saturated with short-term rentals. I know the stance is not to do overreach and stuff like that. But I don't see anything in the policy that would stop a neighborhood from becoming saturated with them. And I fully understand that bad actors just takes care of. But that still doesn't address the concern that you lose that character of the neighborhood by having, I won't say transit people living there, but it's going to be a transit population if you start getting a bunch of these strung together. So that's just my comment on that.
Is there any other questions or comments?
I agree with that. I think it
I do too.
gives the residents the security to know that there's not going to be a ton within those communities. I know we have you're in here, you have the policies of, we're looking at everybody and we're looking at their conduct, but I don't think that goes far enough to satisfy the citizens.
I am in agreement that we need to have that 300-foot policy. Lakefront communities, lakefront neighborhoods are communities, individual communities. Those neighborhoods are different than other neighborhoods that we have throughout the city, where we have bigger lot sizes and stuff. And the lakefront neighborhoods, those little communities, boom, 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 boom. You know people much better. I think you're close to everybody, and not just physically, but emotionally. You get together for cookouts and barbecues and activities within the neighborhood. And if, as Mr. Powell says, saturate an area with short-term rentals, you lose that community as such. I think a lot of work has been done on this. I think we are pretty much there with it. We had that workshop on Saturday, and there's a lot of good compromise and back and forth and discussions. But I will not support this without the 300-foot thing in there, separation between units. So I just want to let you know that. I also would like, without delaying the process, because we've made so many changes to this, I'd like to see this go to the law director for a look-see before we take a vote on it, just to make sure that everything, because of all the changes, I know I've looked at it before, but we've made some changes just to make sure that we're in good standing with what the law director feels with this document.
Yeah, once again, I want to say thanks for all the work you guys have put into it. I mean, you guys have spent a ton of time doing this, and it's absolutely appreciated. Just to kind of throw something else out there, if there is some sort of compromise on 300 foot, my biggest concern is the RL district. And is that 300 foot just applied to the RL district? It's just a thought to throw it out there and maybe get some feedback from everybody.
Okay, yeah. We can have the law director look at it first, just so before we discuss any material things, if he says no or yes, then we can have a discussion on that. So I think that'd be a good idea to send that over to him first.
Have that discussion on what?
Well, if he said, if he says like there's something in here, he's like, well, I don't know because I don't know what he's going to say yet.
Right,
but if he says that's something that we think is substantive, then he's like, oh, you can't do this. We could sit here and nitpick what it is right now, but we should wait for the law director's direction on what it is currently.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to get his opinion also on the 300 feet?
Well, yeah, I think it's a good idea that Jim had. So
I
you do that.
Good idea.
So we ask for more time.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments or questions on SCRs? Nope. We will close out the Laws and Ordinance Committee meeting at 6:17.
Thoughts on the finance committee?
Thank you. We'll open the Finance Committee at 6:17. Our first resolution is 26R01, a resolution requesting that the Summit County Fiscal Officer make an advance payment of tax funds for tax year 2025 payable in 2026 to the City of New Franklin and declaring an emergency. This is something that we need to do every year. We do every year at this time, around this time. And it's just basically asking Summit County to fork it over. Questions or comments? Okay, wait to 3 on this?
Yeah.
Terrific. Our next one is Resolution 26R02, a resolution authorizing additional appropriations in the 2025 annual operating appropriation budget and declaring an emergency. And this is for the amount of $5,949.02 to the income tax fund. Ms. Cook?
Yes, this is for the remaining tax collection fees that were above our original appropriations. And that's all it is.
Questions, comments? Wave 3. Moving on to our supplemental. A resolution authorizing the transfer of funds and declaring that this resolution is effective immediately upon passage. And this is Resolution 26R03 from Police Communications, $3,673.70 to Police OPFF. Ms. Cook?
Yes, this is another, just like the last one, to kind of clean up on a different way. This is just in appropriations. When we got to the end of the year, we had a negative in that account, so we had to move some other appropriations in to take care of that. And since there weren't enough in the personnel services of the police budget, I had to reach down into the other one, and that requires me to go to you and ask for that permission. So that's why it's in front of you.
Questions, comments? Wave 3. Thank you. We will close the Finance Committee meeting at 6:19.
All right, that ends our committee meetings. We'll call to order our council meeting of January 7th of 2026. Join us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Cox?
Present.
Mr. Schaefer?
Present.
Mrs. Jones?
Present.
Mr. Cobb?
Present.
Mr. Plesky?
Present.
Mr. Wolf?
Present.
Mr. Almond?
Present.
And we have a motion for approval of the minutes from the December 17th, 2025 meeting.
I'll make a motion.
I'd like to comment that there needs to be an amendment on. And that is under section, I believe it's 7E. It noted on there of a voting of 4 yes, 3 no. I think we had all 7 yes at that meeting.
I'll call for a motion to approve the minutes as amended.
Who was the first?
Ms. Jones?
And who was the second?
Second.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Cobb?
Yes.
Mr. Plesky, you will abstain. Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Potts?
Yes.
Time for public comments. Please keep your comments addressed to council in under 4 minutes. Anybody have any comments?
Sure. Mike Hoffman, 4123 Belcher Avenue. Thank you for advocating to protect the neighborhoods with that rule. When I first started lobbying council back in May, so the 2 most important things were to protect the high density and super high density neighborhoods, houses that are 5 feet away, 10 feet away. And please at least do what Coventry did, which is say only 1 every 300 feet. I have friends in Coventry Township, they're pissed that they're leaving short-term rentals at all, even with 300-foot rule. So I hope that council can get consensus to add that rule. I would suggest, Mr. Powell, you mentioned maybe the RL district, but I would suggest that you include R3, which is high density. Like Mr. Cox, for example, is at R3, and those houses are only 20 feet apart, so having 2 short-term rentals is going to be very tight in those districts also. I noticed one revision in the update that talked about a change in how you deal with bad actors, if I use that phrase. It was reduced to only a 3-month pause, which seems to be very favorable to the investors and the STRs, that they can have violations and get it removed and then be back in business in 3 months. So I don't know if everybody on council noticed that change, but I would suggest that get revisited. So I noticed that those of us that bought a house on the lakefront, whether it's 40 years ago or a year ago, bought it with a reasonable expectation that zoning would protect us in the community. So the residential zoning code in Franklin defines a single-family dwelling on page 143 as a dwelling designed for or used exclusively for and used exclusively for resident purposes by one family. I don't know how this short-term rentals meets the definition of one family, but I suggest that they're all non-conforming to the zoning code currently. So, and those of us on the waterfront do not have the same privileges that everybody here on council, and perhaps the mayor, if you don't live on the lakefront. We don't have the ability to put fences up if we have issues with neighbors, strangers every weekend that are coming in. We can't put a tree line up and we can't put a fence up. So please protect our neighborhood. Thank you.
Any other comments? Seeing none, we'll move on. First reading of ordinance 26-0-01, Kelly.
An ordinance to adopt a cybersecurity policy for the city of New Franklin and declaring an emergency.
This was brought in front of the Laws and Ordinance Committee. We asked for more time.
Time is requested, time is granted. Resolution 26-R-01, Kelly.
A resolution requesting that the Summit County Fiscal Officer make an advanced payment of tax funds for tax year 2025 payable in 2026 to the city of New Franklin and declaring an emergency.
This resolution is assigned to the Finance Committee. We move to waive the 3 readings on Resolution 26R01.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Klusky?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
We move to adopt Resolution 26R01.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Klusky?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Resolution 26R-01 passes 7-0. Resolution 26R-02.
A resolution authorizing additional appropriations to the 2025 annual operating appropriation budget and declaring an emergency.
This resolution is assigned to the Finance Committee. We move to waive the 3 readings on Resolution 26R02.
Second.
Mr. Klusky?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
We move to adopt Resolution 26R02.
Second.
Mr. Klusky?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Passes, resolution 26R-02 passes 7-0. Resolution 26R-03.
A resolution authorizing the transfer of funds and declaring that this resolution shall be effective immediately upon passage.
This resolution is assigned to the Finance Committee. We move to waive the 3 readings on Resolution 26R03.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones? Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Klusky?
Yes.
We move to adopt Resolution 26R03.
Second.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones? Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Klusky?
Yes.
Resolution number 26R-03 passes 7-0. Second reading of resolution, well, actually, I guess second reading of resolution 25-0-08.
An ordinance enacting a code of ordinances for the city of New Franklin, revising, amending, restating, codifying, and compiling certain existing general ordinances of the political subdivision dealing with subjects embraced in such code of ordinances and declaring an emergency.
This was brought before the Laws and Ordinance Committee. We would like to ask for more time.
Times requested, times granted. Moving to ordinance 25-0-04.
An ordinance providing for the regulation of short-term rental operations.
This ordinance was assigned to the Laws and Ordinance Committee. We'll ask for time.
Time is requested, time is granted. And now for the mayor's report. We used to call this the favorite time of meeting, but I think we'll wait for the new administration.
I've watched a few of those, or several of them, and I have a feeling mine are not going to be as long, so I hate this one.
Right, for tonight, we'll just call it the mayor's report. We'll
Thank
see
you.
if we can get a tagline for it.
I don't want to overpromise, underdeliver, so thank you. First of all, thanks to the community for electing me into this position. Also, I'd like to welcome and congratulate Kevin, Judy, and Robert. I want to thank outgoing former Mayor Adamson for allowing me to basically work a 2-month internship, get my feet on the ground, go through a lot of the pressing issues in the city. He didn't have to do that, but I'm very grateful that he was gracious with his time for that. And to the rest of everyone in the office who had me tagging along for the last couple of months. So, thanks to former Councilman Stiles. I felt he did a lot of great work for the city, and got to know him a little bit and enjoyed getting to know him. I wanted to thank Judge McKinney for swearing us all in. I appreciate him making time for that. Thank you again to Katie, Chris, Karen, Sue, Stephanie. They've been leading me along from where the staples are at, where important records are and everything that goes with that. I'll continue to meet with I'm gonna meet the entire team here at the city. I've been lucky enough to meet the department heads, kind of sat down with them for them to give me a kind of State of the Union address, rundown where we're at, things I didn't know, things they brought me up to speed on what's coming in the future. I plan on getting out to each location from our service department to Fire Station 2 over there that I haven't got to, just to see it, take a look at it, and meet everyone of our team members. Having a strong work culture, great communication, strong work ethic, and accountability is important to me. And but I want to do it with a collaborative and open communication with our team, so we can continue to move forward. Good communication drives us. I want to make sure that everybody feels heard. So, coming up on January 21st, we have a public hearing for Campbell Oil Company, the Bell store across the street, for their plans going forward. Just want to make everyone aware of it. That will start at 6 p.m. again on January 21st. I wanted to, I believe we touched on it briefly, the Board of Tax Review. I wanted to get a motion, if everyone was comfortable with it, to have Robert Keith remain the mayor appointed member. And it looks like, I don't know if you guys would motion to reappoint Terry Procise and Donald McCabe to the other two seats for the term January 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2027. Former Mayor Adamson said they have not needed to meet since 2017 as a note. So, could I get a motion? Would you guys like more time?
I will make a motion.
Okay. Did I go out of order there, Greg? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Schaefer?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
Okay, another news, Katie Smith, OHM, Brian Kepler, and I are meeting with Aqua tomorrow to discuss the water line extension and the costs that are going to be associated with that through Aqua. Excuse me. With those costs at hand, I'm meeting with BP in the remediation area Friday morning to hopefully go over that with them and continue to move forward with their buy-in. They have expressed interest, but their first question has been, what's the cost going to come? When I meet with Greg from BP on Friday, he said it's going to go above him. So I'm going to try to provide him with as much information as possible. Our schools have expressed interest. EPA has expressed interest in this. And if we can secure the grant through the EPA, that would be outstanding, I think, to continue that. It would loop, as I've heard Mayor Adamson and others talk about, loop all the way to the schools, back up, and it should help pressure. I guess we've had some issues with that here at this building because we're on a closed-end system. I have already reached out to the EPA in Columbus. I'm trying to contact any and all who will listen to just try to be the squeaky wheel to get us in line for that grant money. So it's a minimum cost to the city. So, and I can always go on with the new guy, point me in the right direction. I have no issue doing that whatsoever. Going forward, just prioritizing our projects, continue to chase that grant money as much as I can for our city. Seems like we had a lot of success with that, and I don't want that to fall to the wayside. So, again, a little shorter than usual, Barry, but that's all I've got today. Thank you.
I'll say, Mr. Mayor, there was a lot of meeting that report, and we appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Move on to the finance report, Sue.
Not too much to report, except that we are finishing up our year. I did the bank rec, got it to come out, finished that up today. Started doing the December reports, then I have to make sure, go through the yearly reports before we can actually cross over into the new year. And then we've got all our deadlines that we will chase for W-2s and 1099s and so many other reports. So if you look a little hairy back there, that would be why. We've got a ton of deadlines and not a lot of time to meet them. But and we're doing it right this week. We're partially concentrating on the first pay of the 2026, which is a little more work because there's a lot of raises in it, but also because in the middle of that, we have to kind of stop the process to make sure that everybody's accruals carry over correctly. So it kind of slows everything, the process down, and we want to make sure everything's in line so that when we go to do the W-2s, they are actually correct. That's an important thing. So like I said, if we look a little hairy back there, that would be why. But if you need anything, please let us know. As always, for anybody that has any questions or wants to learn more about the reports that you receive, please let me know. I'd be happy to sit down with anybody and discuss anything and go over any information. And lastly, just a reminder that for those of you starting your new terms, you will have, your ethics, which you should take, and then your other sunshine laws that you have to get in before your term is over. Do it on the front end, so it's done. And just make sure to copy us on your certificate so that we have it because the auditors do ask for them. And that's it.
Thank you. Moving on to old business.
We're still planning on farmer's market, so keep that up and running. And also donate to the food and like for the BAC, is it BCA? BCA. And the Harvest for Hunger and the Acton Canton Food Banks. People really need that help right now. And your money really goes a long way. Thank you.
Ms. Jones,
Yeah.
for Robert's benefit, since he's new, can you explain what a farm market is?
Farmer's market?
Farmer's market, yes.
It's actually exactly what it sounds like. You farm and you get produce and you bring it to a market and you sell it.
So we're not buying farms?
We are this year. That was going to be a surprise. Judy, did you tell them? And we're going to put you in charge of it.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Robert, you good with that? Because you were asking about me earlier, what a farmer's market
He's
is.
from Norton, I understand.
Satisfied with that explanation.
Judy, will there be any special desserts there?
They were, do you know what they do have the desserts there? We had so many people that, and I did talk with a gentleman just today that said that he got hooked on the bread. He came in and bought, I can't remember the lady's name. What is her first name? And she made such good bread, and it sold out every week. And I don't remember what type it was, but he said he came every week to deliver that bread. So they do have, but they do have good desserts.
And they have great popcorn.
They have great popcorn.
And she shares it with all of us in the office.
I try to, and it is good popcorn, I have to say. And I don't do carbs, so do you know how hard it is to pop that and smell it and not eat it? Very difficult, but it is good popcorn.
Any other old business?
Yeah, I'd like to actually ask the mayor about something. In previous years, we've had a process to recognize centenarian, people who are over 100 years old. And we give them a proclamation and stuff. We've done 4.
I'm not there yet.
But I've located another one, and I just want to make sure we're still on that page where we'd like to do that.
Absolutely, I'm all for community recognition and
We're good. I'll forward that information to Katie and we can look at doing that.
are we allowed to put that on our sign out front, or is that, we have things like that?
Yeah.
Garlic kind of sign.
That would be nice.
Anytime we come across somebody like that that's hit that 100-year mark of older, we always try to just recognize them.
Okay.
That would be terrific to put it on a sign. They would really enjoy that.
What south side of town?
Any other old business? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business.
Mr. Mayor, I know you really don't have much going on, so I'd like to give you an assignment. What is our status with our law director? Or is her staying with us, or are we going to be in search of a new one?
We are evaluating that right now,
Okay.
going through that process. During the transition, I am waiting on all those people to get up to speed on everything, and then we'll make a determination from there. I would say, spoke with her several times. there's some few pending pieces that I would like to get resolved before we move one way or the other. And just continue to get my feet on the ground.
Sure.
Then make a logical, intelligent decision on that.
One thing I'd like to think about for a law director, whether we stay with Herb or somebody else, in the past when Mayor Bolus was in place, our law director came to every meeting and sat with y'all. And then when Mayor Adamson took over, we changed that and the law director wasn't coming to the meetings. But we did have the advantage of Mr. Adamson being an attorney and, having not a municipal attorney, but still having general knowledge of the law and help give us guidance. You're not an attorney.
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure, but I want to make sure.
I want to be clear. No, I am not.
So I'm just something for us to think about if we want to bring back that system of having the law director attend our meetings, just to be able to help give us guidance as we go through all of the issues that come up. Mayor Adamson was able to do that. Now we don't have that, and I think it's valuable to have that available for us immediately by being here and being able to give an opinion on, not an opinion, but give his thoughts on giving us guidance on how we should handle certain things. That makes sense to you all?
So that was a concern of mine too, to be honest with you, coming in with Paul being an attorney and I'm trying to, in fact, I was going to have them here tonight and I was still kind of navigating through that.
Sure.
Herb wasn't available. I know Issa, I believe is her name is, so we can certainly, while we figure it out, have that available to us. So I spoke with them at length about it too, just to make sure we follow and keep ourselves on the right side of that, so whenever possible.
Okay.
Other new business?
One thing I just want to mention about the Bell Store, I was talking to them over at that location. I guess the one that they're proposing is going to be very similar to the one that's on Locust down there, right next to Tractor Supply. So if anyone has any questions, what it look like? That's basically the same corporate car wash, the hot food inside, so on.
That would be nice.
Just gives you an idea of what they're planning.
Any other new business? Nothing about the farmer's market, Chief?
No, we are going to have our meeting, we just have not done it yet. It's been the holiday season, we've kind of been a little bit lazy. Sorry.
Any other new business? Seeing none, we'll move on to the public questions and answers on issues raised at tonight's meeting. If you have questions, please stand, state your name and address, and address council.
My name is Duranda Young, 4170 Wilmore Drive, and I just wanted to ask a question, I think, or maybe it would be a comment, about short-term rentals. And I know the 300-foot, ordinance or whatever would be one good way to address it. It seems like to me. I just wonder if, and I think I've sent an email to you, Robert, I'll see about this. If there's a property right next to a restaurant, for example, to me that makes sense that might be a good location for an Airbnb. For example, I mean, I'm just saying, in my head, it seems like if there's already music playing there, it's already kind of loud outside, that right next door or 2 houses down might be an okay thing. And that's just an opinion, but to me it seems like location-wise, that makes more sense than being maybe on Mud Lake, but you have 300 feet. So now the one house next door is now an Airbnb. But, it's just a thought. And the other thing is, in the future, I would like to think that there might be some way to designate a little area that is short-term rentals, rather than kind of looking throughout where multiple neighborhoods might be concerned about that happening. but maybe just a designated area that's more like short-term rentals. And I don't even know how you plan for something like that, but just a thought.
Have a cop on duty in the neighborhood right there.
Any other public comments?
Karen Hoffman, 4123 Melcher Avenue. Just for what it's worth, the law director issue. I used to be a reporter, so I covered lots of these meetings. And I've never been one that didn't have a law director sitting there, you know, offering comments, or, you know, they could turn right to them and say, hey, you know, what about that? So I think it's a good idea to have a law director here, just to be sure, rather than having to wait or maybe make a move and realize that you're not in line. So this was, I was looking, the first time we came, I was looking, where's the law director? So I think it's a good idea, just for what it's worth.
Any additional public comments? Seeing none, do we have a reason for an executive session tonight? No. Make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Shaver?
Yes.
Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Powell?
Yes.
Mr. Plessy?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Almond?
Yes.
And our next meeting is January 21st, 6 p.m.